them. We shall know them by their love. Look to your neighbor and say, I love you. Come on and put your hands together and send up some praise. Yep. Woo! Today we're going to rock it out. Is that all right? I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you've been through. This song says, I made it out. Just know I made it out. Made it out all right. I made it out all right. I made it out. I made it out all right. I made it out all right. I made it out. Made it out all right, yeah. I made it out all right. I made it out. I made it out all right. I made it out all right. And I want to say thank you because you didn't leave me no forsaken. Thank you because you didn't let my enemy. I'm still in the fight. All right. I made it through my trial. I made it out all right. I made it out through tribulation. I made it out all right. I made it out through sickness. I made it out all right. I made it out through all the pain. I made it out all right. And I want to say thank you because you didn't leave me no forsaken. Thank you because you didn't let my enemy. I'm still in the fight. I'm still in the fight. I made it out. All
Oh my goodness. Wow. I know some of you came today just to see the wig that Wanda was going to be wearing today, and I don't know about you, but I think she's given some of you some ideas for next year. Yes? Right? Hello from my heart. Hello from my heart. I greet you in the consciousness of love and namaste today. Namaste is the place where, as Mark Nepo may say, what we reach for may be different. What makes us reach is the same. I'm here today because of the value that the unity teaching has given my life. Like you, I'm here for that, right? I'm here for the one new person that might be here today that could have been Temple at 19 years old, that was doing a unconscious suicide of alcohol. I'm here today for people that have bought into a consciousness of life that it's natural to just be in pain and suffering without any hope in sight. Yes? I'm here today that for people who have bought into an idea that New Thought people, unlike evangelists and religiosity, do not deserve to have an abundant life. My call to you is, why are you here today? Not this day, October 24th. Why are you in life? Why is this your time to be called? Why were you reincarnated right now? See, I can't get up every week and read the teleprompter because you'll go to sleep with what I'm saying. So I got to make this stuff fresh. You know what I'm saying? Right? Give me a little love here, right? Welcome to the most innovative, electrifying, and energetic spiritual community in the world. Welcome to the journey we call life. And I can say that because I'm full of spirit, not myself. And I can say that because of every person that has been here that loves this place, because of an AV team, because of a band, because of voices, because of leaders, because of our board of trustees. That's why we are who we are. It's because of the collective that we create together. I have worked very hard in my 18 years here not to build a ministry around a person. And you can ask any staff member, we still have some that have been here for 19 years with us, still high and mighty, still giving all they have. You can ask them, it took them years to talk me into even putting my picture up on the website. Why? You want to know why? Because if you look at the Robert Schuller's, I'm not comparing myself to that size or anything. Don't get confused. I'm just saying people, that's somebody that collective we know. Well, some of you young people, if you don't know, you want me to be happy for you or what? People that build works on their name, when they leave, then it's hard for a community because it's been built around the energy. You see what I'm saying? So it makes it difficult when you don't have a solid foundation of the team. And so I'm going in all directions today, so you can take notes, double video me, because if you think you don't know where I'm going, let me just clear something with you. Neither do I. Neither do I. I just know that I am here to make a mighty, mighty praise unto the Lord and into the law, and I get goosebumps when I think about how amazing all of you are. So that being said, drawing into the history of the foundation of the unity movement, let us stand. Standing is a powerful thing because it brings up another vibration of our chakras. And let us invoke together our great invocation as we think about Charles and Myrtle and what they went through to start this unity movement. We are now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. We acknowledge thy presence and thy power, O blessed Spirit. In thy divine wisdom, now erase our mortal limitations, and from thy pure substance of love, bring into manifestation our world according to thy perfect law. And so it is, a law that is always working. If you're telling people it's not working, it is working because it's not working for you. Right? So all that If you are with us for the first time today and you feel comfortable remaining standing, that's all we're going to ask you to do. Our ushers would like to see you with the lights and bring you a mandala bead, a great wrist gift for you to have. We're so delighted that you're here, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you for the time, and it's always good to go to a place 3 or 4 times, because especially here, because every week is different. We love your information, either updated information or those of you that are new. We love your information. We also have a very dear friend. We've done a lot of sacred spiritual activism together through the years, and Rob Rowan has helped children in schools in other countries. He moved 4 years ago, and he lives in some of our former hometowns. Notice I said former, but it's his new town in Greenville, South Carolina. Rob Rowan. So if you're online, we're delighted that you're here, and there's a free gift for you, and it's written there on the slide. So let's do that affirmative prayer that brings in together, just us together, us for people that are here for the first time, and on the collective. The power of real spirituality is regardless of where you are, what you're walking through, that you remain at home. Shall we? We honor you for your presence today. May this be your first step towards being home. May you find an awareness of healing, opening your heart, moving from a me to a me world, and become fully engaged in your life. We see you. And you're with.
Hallelujah. And we are blessed. If you know it and believe it, come on and stand to your feet and say it. Make it your affirmation for today. You are blessed. Blessed, 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 blessed. Though thou hast walked uprightly as a light in a dark land, that thou hast placed in thy heart all the Lord's commands. He set thee above nations and cast thy enemies away. We're standing up within thee, so let me hear you say, we're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field, we're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold, sickness and poverty must cease, for the darkness is defeated. We are blessed. Believe it's in God only, put no confidence in man. Everything that does concern thee, we place it in his hands. The whole tries up against thee to try to spoil the day, that rush in one road to harm thee, but they'll flee 7 ways. We're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field, we're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold, sickness and poverty must cease, for darkness is defeated. We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed in the city, midnight hour. God's gonna turn it around and around and around and around and around. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Yes, it will. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around and around. God's gonna turn it around, 'cause you are favored in God. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down every stronghold, sickness and poverty must cease. For the darkness is defeated. We are blessed. We're blessed. Hallelujah.
That's my almost mask. There we go. So important. I'm back. You know, on the spiritual path, it's more than a word. It's more than what you do on Sunday. On the spiritual path, the intention is for all of us, ultimately, at some point. Thank you for the special effects. You're going to play Fairy Ring. Love Garrett. Give him some love. On the spiritual path, our bigger picture, our longing for each and every one of us is that we will be able to be multi-dimensional people. Not five senses, not what is right in front of me is what I need to respond to or whatever it is. Our intention as multidimensional people is when we ask for something. And this is the special sharing teaching today. We have been going through, as individuals and a collective community, you may have heard about it over and over and over again. We are going through Spirit Expressing, and it is called Ask and It Is Given, yes? And we ask for things as individuals, and we've asked for things as a community at large, yes? How many times in your life, because I have, especially before I got into this, don't forget and remember, and it all ties together, right? Connect the dots, just be patient, take a breath, etc. Maybe a little lower, Garrett. That being said, how many times have you asked for something and then all of a sudden you wind up going through stuff? Does that ever happen to anybody of you? They're only shooting the back of your head. It's okay if you raise your hand and admit that. I know it's happened to me. Here's what you need to know in spirituality. When you ask and it is given, it was given to you simultaneously that you received the download of what as a soul you were to ask for. Now what happens is that in that ask, there may be some auto-type self-correct. There might be an energy that because it's out there, you're going to grow from it. But this is where so many people turn the circle. I told you that stuff don't work. I told you that's just those people on The Secret and they don't know what they're talking about. That's where they abandoned the fact that they forgot that their ask was given. And yet things are coming together in a way based upon the vibratory field. Now here, it's different because this isn't one person. This is a collective, yes? It's a collective ask. It's a collective direction. It's collective prayers. You may have heard that we have had just a fascinating week here. And if you aren't aware, and I'm not saying if you're a guest today, but if you're not aware of what's going on, then I would say that if this is your community, don't ever not know what's going on. You are a reflection of us, and we are a reflection of you. And so that being said, if you don't know what's going on, then go to First Unity Spiritual Campus Facebook page and you will be knowledgeable. Okay? That being said, in that energetic field, you must realize that as a community, you select the Board of Trustees. And from that is an element of trust. And so from the trust of voting people in to carry the torch for you, since you don't want to be on meetings and do all the things that the Board of Trustees do all the time, you trust them. You trust them. I've been here 18 years. I have seen many experiences happen or want to happen through this community. I have seen our Board of Trustees and myself take the high road each and every time. I will tell you that if you've ever known anyone in business, or you've ever been in one, or you've ever been affiliated with a 501c3, surely you know that HR issues being spoken in public is not the same as not being fully transparent. Are you with me? So we are on the high road. And I invite you to go to your heart and ask Spirit, show me the divine multidimensional truth about these stories. I have loved this community. I have been with you. I have learned so much, sometimes kind, sometimes unkind, instructive all. I have been here. I'm the person that puts on my outfit and stands before you. You understand? With an open heart. It took, aside from my mother and my little girl, it took everything I could gather after silence and retreat to stand up here and tell you that I'm leaving and God has told me to move to California. I would never change my mind and do that to people that I loved. I would not do that. I have always been going to California. I told you that. I told you the reasons why. We clearly are on the same page. My wife and I, BB, we're looking for homes all the time there. We're all still going through our grief around that at many different levels. Many different levels. But that being said, the delay, I've asked myself too, what is the delay? The house hasn't sold. Right? Everybody is where they're supposed to be. I did not change my mind. I am not changing my mind now. I'm going to California. But in the meantime, whatever meantime means, I love you. This is a community built on love, and it will remain solid. And it will be prepped for the future of something so amazing with someone and somehow and all that in time. Yes? Yes. The Board of Trustees would not be going through this because they were bored because things are calm. Please, use the intelligence within. We have never taught division, and we're not going to start now. We have brought in a couple of weeks, there are a lot of things that will become clear to you. But we have brought in a PR specialist, Dr. Beverly, to be with us through this time. And we're going to pray all this in a moment. But right now I'm going to invite the Unity Voices and the lady with the white wig. You might have seen her.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is joy. There is joy. In the stillness of this moment, there is joy. There is joy. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, there is joy. In the stillness of this moment, there is love. There is love. In the stillness of this moment, there is love. There is love. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is love. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace.
And now we're going to ask our ministers to come up for the prayer circle.
Thank you for that. I'm going to invite you to close your outer eyes. And so we hold the infinite truth for each and every one of us. For our beloved God that is impersonal yet personal to all. We call forth the awakening of a deeper spiritual awareness within all of us. We call for a greater sense of comfortability in light and in shadow. We call forth the integration of the shadow for all of humanity. And within our beloved community, we bless all the prayer requests. We bless so many people that our chaplains have been praying for week after week after week. We bless people's hearts today as We're having a memorial for one of our favorite people that's ever lived, Reverend Don Sandin. Hold our emotions in your heart and your awareness. We pray for Reverend Kimberly Harrell and her path. We pray for all the people here and the love and the energy of who you are in your own humanity. We bless your family. We bless all the things that you have asked, knowing that it is given. We bless the time between the no longer and the not yet. That within humanity, people would grow to understand that is the best time ever. Because infinity has taken over between the no longer and the not yet. And the magic of the vibratory field would be that it's something that's even bigger and greater that you would ever expect. We bless everyone here that is grieving. Personal losses, bigger losses. We bless everyone that their confusion of whatever, their work choices, their financial, whatever it is, that the confusion may go to clarity. That attachment may go to detachment. We pray for this holy, sacred space called unity, where we draw from the wellspring of prayer, spiritual mind treatment, and meditation. And so in this space, there is the awareness that all new cells are brand new. Everything is operating at a new level with your breath, and that there is the potentiality of erasing all our mortal limitations. We hold our planet sacred. We hold our Mother Earth, who asks so much. And all that is to love her. So it is what is, and so it is.
I am peace. I am love. I am peace. We all lift all of that, seal it in the atmosphere, and we sing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Come on, lift your voices and say hallelujah. Hallelujah. You seal it in the atmosphere. Hallelujah. And so it is. Amen. Come on, put your hands together. Now this is a song of victory. So you can stand to your feet. Hey! There will be glory after this. I'm going to point to you when it's your turn to sing, all right? Hey. There will be glory after this. There will be victory. There will be victory after this. God's going to turn it around. What? God will turn it around. God will. He will bring you out. There will be glory after this. Let's do it again. There will be glory after this. There will be victory shown up. There will be victory after this. Come on, turn with us. God's gonna turn it around. Come on. God will turn it around. He will.
Hello, Unity. Oh, my goodness. I have to come out after that. Let's give him another hand. That was awesome. So, I'm going to be talking about from mayhem to miracles today. And I want to thank Temple for asking me to come up here and speak as the influencer for October. I was like, what, are you kidding me? She said, no, I want you to do it. So here I am. So I want to talk about how mayhem to miracles plays into our seventh chakra, which is what we're doing with Spirit Expressing this week. It's our last week. And our seventh chakra is actually a pipeline to miracles. But before I get into that, I want us to all do a clearing meditation, okay? Okay, it's the same one I did with you before. So you know what I'm talking about. We're going to take in 3 really deep breaths, and we're going to hold them. And then we're going to blow them out into the purple flame of Saint Germain. And each breath that we take is going to collect any little negativity. Anything we might have thought this week, or anything somebody might have said to you, or you might have said to them, that was not of the highest and best. And we're going to blow it out across the room. And then we're going to imagine holding a power gift. That power gift can be jewelry somebody gave you. It can be your favorite flower. It can be your favorite stone. Whatever that has power for you, we're going to create a mirrored bubble around us that is only going to allow the highest and best to come in, brought by our spirit guides and guardian angels, okay? All right, let's go. Get comfortable, sit in your seat. Just kind of feel your shoulders relaxing. Just let it all out. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Imagine any little specks of negativity going into that breath of life. Blow it out across the room. Another deep breath in. Imagine any stubborn little thought. Somebody said something to you. You said something to someone. You heard something that hurt. Blow it out across the room. It's gone. One more time. Deep breath in. Hold it. Hold it. Maybe something you remember from your childhood that's holding you back. Blow it out into the purple flame of Saint Germain. See it turning into beautiful golden light and being returned to the universe. Now hold your power gift in your hand. Swing it around you. Let's create that mirrored bubble. See all the different colors of the chakras spinning around in that perfect mirrored bubble. Only that which is of the highest and best, brought by your spirit guides and guardian angels, may come into that mirrored bubble. Everything else is reflected back from whence it came. We wish it so, and therefore it is. Can we get a hallelujah on that one? So, let's talk about our seventh chakra. Can we get the first, there we go. Our seventh chakra. Do we have D in here? Is D in here today? Okay, D. That looks just like the seventh chakra that Dee painted that was out in the hallway. There she is. It looks just, stand up, Dee. She paints these. We have such diversity here in our family. We have so much talent. It's amazing. So the seventh chakra is known as the Sahasrara chakra. Yeah, I really speak Sanskrit, you know, but it's located at our head. Everybody take your hand and just don't touch your head. Just kind of hold it above it. Feel that warmth? Do you feel that warmth? That's your seventh chakra. It's your crown chakra. And the element of this chakra is your spiritual connection. This is one of your most important chakras. This is your God chakra. It's got a pipeline from your body straight up to God. And down that pipeline comes your miracles. So now can I have slide 2? So let's talk about quickly the signs of imbalance. I mean, I needed to put this out here so that we could all see them, but we're not going to dwell on them because I really like the next one better. So people who are imbalanced, and we all have a little bit of this in us all the time, but it's not overpowering. They look for happiness without. See that play on words? Happiness without. Their happiness is not inside. And they're very narrow-minded. They think inside the box. We do a lot of things at Unity. We do not think inside the box. That's not one of the things that we do. Also, they're very greed-oriented and materialistic-oriented. That's also something I have not experienced here. Everybody in this room will give you the shirt off your back if you need it. Excessive egoism. Sometimes I've got a little of that. I really do. But it's not excessive. At least it's not today. Depression. Now, this is interesting. This depression is what they call functional. In other words, this is where the psychologist is coming out here. It's functional depression. You are depressed, or that person is depressed because of what's going on outside. If it's organic, it usually deals with illness. It's within. I'm talking about the functional depression, where they can't seem to find their joy. They can't seem to see joy. Okay, so imbalance can manifest physically with headaches and fatigue. It's important to remember that, okay? So kind of hang on to that because we're going to come back to it. Can I have the next slide, please? Let's talk about the signs of balance. Yes, I really like this. Feelings of enlightenment. Is there anybody sitting in here today that does not feel enlightened right now? There you go. Spiritual connection to our higher self. That's what we're doing in here. We have a spiritual connection to our higher self. And that is how we know that we're balanced. So these feelings of enlightenment are within us. Yes, you came here to be enlightened, but you brought the light with you. I can see it in here. I can feel it in here. You're all glowing with enlightenment. So can we have the next one, please? So how can we open? Okay, so we know about the 7th chakra. That's what we're working on this week. How can we open this 7th chakra? Well, we have to quiet our mind, and then the crown chakra opens up. Because we can't have that little natty voice in there. Yeah, we need to close that down. To get that chakra open, we want to not pay attention to our little natty voice, and we want to listen for God. Then that chakra opens. This chakra is known as the 1,000-petal lotus. It just opens right up. Okay, so how can we use this in real life? Well, we use some of it when we first started out with meditation. You know, we all meditated right now. We opened up that chakra. And then when we put our hand up there, we felt that heat. God was in here. He came right down through that tube. Prayers and meditations are very similar. Mindful breathing, we did that with our meditation. We sucked in that air. We let any negativity connect to it. We blew it out across the room. So in our real life, in our daily life, one of the things that we can do when we're standing in line in the grocery store, we're getting really annoyed because the line is really long and things aren't moving quickly and we have to be somewhere and we're starting to get out of alignment. Breathe. Mindful breathing, right there. Just go. And if somebody goes, "Oh, are you annoyed?" Go, "No, I'm opening up." My chakra just opened up. Can you feel the spirituality coming in? And they'll probably go, "Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do." And then you got it. Okay, so miracles happen when your mind is awake and your heart is open. Now, the reason that's so important, your mind is awake and your heart is open. Your mind is one chakra, your heart is another. Einstein says truly intelligent, like geniuses, can hold two opposing thoughts in their mind at the same time. And when you open that mind chakra and you open that heart chakra, you're becoming a genius. Yeah, you really are. You're becoming a genius. And I know everybody in here can do that. And that saying, there's a saying, a quote that I love. And it's I actually read it in a book. It says, miracles happen when your mind is awake and your heart is open. Can anybody guess where that quote came from? Temple Hayes. Our Reverend Temple Hayes. So how does mayhem fit into all of this? Why do we need mayhem? Let me tell you a little bit about mayhem. Mayhem is the fertile soil filled with shift, and that's SHIFT. Okay, in which our miracles grow. Breathe with me. Yeah, we are actually experiencing a lot of shift right now. We're up to shift here. Okay? But I want to show you how important that shift is and how important that mayhem is. May I share some stories with you about people here in your congregation? Okay. They don't know I'm going to do this. So there may be more shift when this is all over with. I want to start with Bibi. This is, Bibi. Let's give her a hand. She has no idea I'm doing this. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for those of you who don't know, Bibi was diagnosed with breast cancer years ago. And she said that that's when her miracle began. She said that it gave her the strength to find her house within. Okay, remember the seven chakra? Bringing it from within? She built a house within herself to get out of an abusive relationship, and that was the beginning of her miracle. Her miracle grew from the mayhem. Without the mayhem, the seeds of miracles don't grow. Okay? And then we have our Reverend Sandra Kitt. Yeah, she didn't know I was going to do this either. I would give Sandra a hand. Sandra's like, oh, I'm going to stick Yoda on her. Okay, so Sandra had these flu symptoms, and they were devastating. And what happened is she had been given medication combinations that actually put her into a total coma. When she woke up 2 weeks later, all she could do was blink her eyes and move her pinky finger. And she said, I'm not giving up hope. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to live. Now, if you don't think she was in some deep shift there, yeah. So what did she do? During COVID-19, she went and worked on her ministry certification with Ely. And today, she's right here in front of us, just ordained as a full minister. From blinking and pinky finger to an ordained minister. And then, of course, we've got me. I'm a 3-time breast cancer survivor, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I was swimming in that shift. I didn't know if I was ever going to get out. I thought maybe I was looking around for a straw because I was definitely underwater. And yet, I'm still standing here in front of you, 25 years cancer-free. And then, she's probably going to drop me in the shift later. We've got our Reverend Temple Hayes right here. Yep. She wanted to be a mother. She thought it would never, ever happen. And for those of you who were here last week, she brought her miracle incarnate up here on the stage. and she became Mama Temple. So the moral of these stories is don't ever give up your hope. Don't ever give them up. Can I have number 5, please? Because your hopes and dreams can move you from never to always. And again, those are Temple's words. Like I said, some of us right now are experiencing mayhem, and some real shift is going on. And you know what that means? It means don't give up your hope. Hope is that magic elixir that transforms life's troubles and gives them a sense of meaning. When you're standing around scratching your head going, what? What is going on? What's going on is a shift. Without the shift, you can't get the miracle. You're not going to get the miracle where you were. The mayhem is the fertile ground in which it grows. The shift is what feeds it. So I want to give you an acronym for hope. H is hold your heart and your head. Open is O to positivities that are endless. Now, not just possibilities, positivities. Why? Because of gratitude. When you're grateful, God just floods into you. So use the positivity, and instead of saying, okay, so what's going to happen next? What is going to happen next? Go, what good is happening next? Bring it into the now. Is happening next, and wait for it. You'll see it. Law of attraction. We've been learning it for the past 7 weeks. Law of attraction. Use the positivity, and you will draw more of it. So now that we know about our 7th chakra and what we can do with it, I invite you all to use all of those little gifts in your law of attraction this week. Wait for the good that is happening. And I want to thank you all for listening to me again. And before I get down, though, I know that there are a lot of people streaming, watching us. Because the last time I was up here, I could not believe all the comments on the Facebook page. And they were coming from all around the world. So I want everybody to get up. And on the count of 3, we're going to blow them a kiss right between those 2 TVs right over there. Everybody get up. On the count of 3, blow our audience a kiss. 1, 2, 3. Mwah. Thank you, everybody.
Well, I know I was blessed today. Were you blessed today? I'm going to ask you one more time, show her some love. Ushers, if you'll come forward. And as our ushers are coming forward, don't they look fabulous today? You know, if you're here for the first time, there's no accident that you came here today to hear a message such as this. And if you did us the honors of filling out a Let's Get Acquainted card, and please put out your telephone number and your email address, because you know that's what we use nowadays. And when the offering plate passes you, drop it into the plate. We'd love to call you this week and just share some love with you and say thank you very much for sharing your sacred space with us. I've been blessed today. Thank you very much. Well, are you glad to be a part of First Unity? I am too. Couldn't be a better place in town that I'd rather be hanging out this morning that doesn't serve waffles. I'm glad you got a sense of humor this morning. Well, if you are blessed here, I encourage you to give. Be faithful in your giving, because it's your giving that keeps this ministry moving. I had an acronym I used this week in a staff meeting on a miracle, and I said it was a movement in such and such love and energy. I forgot what I said the R was. But it's true, and it's a miracle that you're here today. It's a miracle that I'm here today, because it's a miracle that the universe was flung into existence to have you right here at this very vortex in your life. So if you want to give during the week, you can text to give at 727-800-3493. And you can always give on our app. If you've downloaded our app on your phone, there's a little yellow heart there. You can tap that heart at any time, any day, anywhere, and give. And then also, if you didn't bring your wallet or your checkbook or your whatever, If you've got your phone with you, there's a QR code right on the edge of the plate that you can go zoop, and it'll take you right to the page so you can give. So let's stand on our feet, and we will say this in all of our love and that's in our heart, and know it and feel it. Let's do our abundance prayer. The abundance of God is my infinite source. I now open my mind and my heart to give and receive all God's good, all God's prosperity, all God's abundance. As God as my source, all things are possible, and so it is.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. And then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, and just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. But then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, and just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely So when the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, I hate that. And someone else instead of me, like Daniel, always seems to know the way. Oh, and then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Oh, and just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Oh, wow. What an incredible day, yes? So good to be with all your love. I do think, but that's not what I wanted to say. Unless there's a channel, something coming through. As I love to say on my radio show every week, intentional spirits continue to move forward. And this is another misunderstood thing in humanity when you have issues or challenges. It's like, well, I'm going to stop. I'm not doing anything else till everything clears up. You understand? And what I'm talking about right now is not the story I referred to earlier. I'm just talking about how this coming Sunday was going to be Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas doing her influencer talk scheduled months ago. We schedule everything months out, not a week ahead. Okay? So she was scheduled months away. And so then, when it was going to be my official Finding the Good and Goodbye talk the next Sunday, then we invited her if she would change. And originally, someone had put Rob... Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we wanted to honor everything and still honor it. And so what a perfect time for Kat. It was over the top exceptional, wonderful talk. And she has her books out there and some other authors, Reverend Sandra. Her story is incredible, from a knuckle that works to being the amazing Reverend and Board of Trustee that she is, and Barbara Bertucci, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a book signing. And then beloved Rob Rowan had also been scheduled, and we've shifted him around a bit. But that's what you do, is you honor the commitment, yes? And so Rob is going to be featuring his book in the chapel today, and where is it? Just right out there? Okay, bring it on in the lobby. Wear your masks, please. Okay, Rob, you want to come up and share with us your defining moments? I love the title of your book, by the way.
Yes.
Did you push the button?
Yep.
You guys do that. Okay. Oh, what's wrong? What's up?
There we go.
There we go.
It's good to be back here. It's been my spiritual home for many, many years, and it really. You've helped me in the past.
I don't know.
You've helped me in the past when I called upon you when I was trying to help women and children in Nepal and Djibouti, and that always touched my heart, and it was always something very special. And is better?
Well, he's got to get back there to do it.
Is that better? Nope. Okay. See my book. There we go. So anyway, I wrote a book, and as you read the book, you'll find it's divine inspiration that caused me to write this book about defining moments. Now, we've all had defining moments. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. The people I've met through various ways I've lived my life, I've been involved with the military, I've been involved with humanitarian aid, been involved with the arts. I was covering wheelchair sports. I got to meet people in the disability community. Those are some of the different places I've found inspiration. Temple Hayes is in the book. Her story is one of those of defining moments. The idea of the book is to inspire us in these times when we're all so challenged with the divisiveness that happens, to make us really realize that we still will have other defining moments that will come, and that we need to be respectful and honor those things that come to us, as we've been learning about today. And I hope you'll come out and I'll share some more stories, because I think it's important. I think it's important that we all understand that. So this book is not about making money for me. Each chapter is about somebody, and it tells you, if you're inspired by them, how you can help them do their work. And I think you'll find that interesting. And if you're somebody watching online, Defining Moments has a Facebook page. You can find the book on that. But I hope you come out and listen to me share a few stories, and thank you again for having me on the stage.
Absolutely. I was telling Rob that we'll look at doing something again in the spring, and we'll have a, excuse me, I'm just used to saying we by habit. It's my habit. I'm attached, I think. In the spring, individuals here will lead through a panel to have some of the people in his book here, either here or on video, because they are people from all over the world, and you will love it. As I shared with you earlier, at 2:30 today, we have you guys are so lucky that you don't wear lipstick and mask. That would be a reason you would never even want to complain about wearing one. I digressed. I got it. I don't mind you looking at your watch, but I don't want you hitting it. Thank you. We're having a memorial for our beloved Minister Emeritus, Reverend Don, at 2:30. Our silent auction is very active and very much alive. We will have it at our Spirit Expressing Banquet this Friday. Our beloved Rebecca Mooney has already headed back that way to support you in getting a ticket for the is it a masquerade ball, or anyone know? A costume gala. Yeah, thank you for sharing. We have our amazing Oh Give Thanks concert led by Reverend Wanda and her team. It's going to be at the Palladium. And just lots of activities coming, and we're blessed. So Spice Routes is going to be having a buffet right after the service today. And Dee, I'm going to ask you to stand again, because I know that you are, you're a Leo, aren't you? She's the toned down version Leo instead of the loud one like some of her sisters, like me. And that being said, her art is still available in the lobby, and it's amazing. All right? And so if you would stand, please, as we prepare for our peace song. And
now there's peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, more peace than was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Now there is peace on earth. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun
I don't know about you, but one Sunday I want Wanda to just take that again, and we don't even know where she'll wind up. You understand what I'm saying? So always feel free to do that, girl. And now let us declare and state within our hearts the unity prayer. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. For God is amazing.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is amazing.
God bless you, everyone.